See how this one works out. Vladin is here. They do have almost the entire team, in fact, towards that B bomb site. This is looking like a very, very tough defense to break through. There's no kit either, so even with the bomb plant here, because they're so close, I don't think the kit is going to make the major difference. It might just be down to the USPs. Vladin getting a couple of kills there, but actually Cypher's just answering back in quick fashion. It's Madden finally to try and calm them down a bit, and we've ended up in a 2 versus 2 all of a sudden.
All right, get spicy. Bit of damage, Madden another kill as well. What an introduction to this team. He's now thrust into a 1 versus 1, and he's spamming away, and he misses. I can't believe it. HP was low for Jacob, but he makes it stick. That is so fortunate, is what I'm seeing so far from this BC.Game side. They just back themselves. They know how good of a side they can be.
Yeah, they should have that kind of confidence. Like I said, there was a bit of a collapse at one point during Nexus where it sort of seemed like some of the focus kind of went away and we saw a couple of interesting mistakes, but apart from that, the results do kind of speak for themselves a little bit here. Cypher gonna get caught. Weird position. Picks up an AK, and Dragon, if he wins that fight, is absolutely on. It could have been very, very bad spiral to go down for BC.Game, but you know what? They pick it up once again, and the rest of the round here should be fairly straightforward. Yeah. They know that the Deagle's back here on Madden, so smoke it off again. Just use the utility. There's no reason you have to go on any crazy fights or do anything wild. Just make sure you win the rounds, even if you have the better weapons. It's not worth the risk.
I gotta agree. Don't want to lose any guns over. Is the main thing. Just keep them in your control. Eagle gets close there. You're gonna get it in the end. Madden shooting on where the smoke was breaking open in those gaps. You're sticking around to see what you can get, but a B-ball for Madden. He's really come out firing on all cylinders in towards this game. You know, the round's going to be lost regardless, but you're making it expensive. So you take the silver linings. Down he goes eventually, but honestly for him, there, job done, Anders. And actually, the pistol get one more at the end, so not bad at all. That's a very expensive round for BC.Game. All in all, this first gun round is of the utmost importance. And I like this angle for Vlad that it might get overlooked. And it does. He gets both. Beautiful. Cypher and Prime Taps. Cypher, you can give him maybe the benefit of the doubt, but Prime Tap's got to do better on the trade here. And a shoulder spotter, which Madden punishes. Oh, gets plucked by Nork, though, on the jump peak.
Just hanging around at the back. Very low health, so the more forward he moves, the more dangerous it becomes. Oh, hold on. Speaking of danger, Jacob. Oh, he could line up an easy double. No one's checking it. Oh, they should both be dead. Collins.
Quick switch.
Yeah, he's just found the worst time for that. Oh, no. BC.Game. They might be right back in this round here. Partizan. They had the 2-on-4. It's such a setup for them. Bomb's going to be planted now. And they are covering this really, really well. Another smoke goes in towards CT spawn, so they can't be sure that no one's coming through that direction, but eventually, surely, they're going to be realizing that someone is up here. Bomb is planted for Nork's angle as well, so even if Jacob dies here, it's not necessarily that bad. Grenade around the corner. Jacob, easy with the spray down, and Vladin, just walk away. There's nothing you can do at this point. No help for it at all, so that is one hell of a steal of a round here. BC.Game. How many more chances like that are you going to get? That might not be that easy. Nice grenades. Very, very deep onto Nork. Surprised that he was in position to actually get hit by anything there. Some slow mid control coming out from BC.Game. Oh, not slow at all for Collins. He was sick of waiting around. He pushes through, takes down Nork. That is wildly aggressive. Now, they know that he's down here, so I don't know what that means. I mean, if they really wanted to, I guess they could spend, 25 seconds to go and find him. They almost have to. Oh, Madden, the timing is weird, but even more so for Nexa, perhaps, who was, again, worried about the fact that there's someone back there. He knows that Collins is hanging around, so that's why Nexa is awkwardly spinning around, even while being on the bomb site. What a bizarre round so far. 3 versus 4 here. And Madden walks straight into the shot from Cypher, so the round is still on. Collins has made his way back into the site here, so at least they know that, and they're clearing it out. So he spent a lot of time. Like, he's really cost them a lot already. But the question is, can he stop Cypher from shooting you in the back? There's a pillar between him and Cypher right now, and they know Cypher's in there. Oh, it's so close, but Cypher's the one getting caught here, and he almost manages to... he could have died for nothing there. He could have died without doing any damage. At least he did a little bit here. Kindo walks in, and we know he's good. He's going to be taking out Jacob. Bomb planted, and if anything touches Prime Tabs, he's dead. It'll be the FAMAS with a headshot, bit overkill perhaps, but who cares? Partizan, they're finally in the round. This was an absolutely...
BC.Game, they need to wind their neck in a little bit. They went very loose in that one, and it was a little rough. I'm going to start again. Dragon in towards elbow. Does well.
They've got to basically try and win almost the rest of the rounds here for Partizan. I won't rule out the fact that they can, but obviously right now the money is a little bit questionable. Cypher, interesting that he's not... He is sort of ready, right? Like, it's a great movement, right? He grenades his way through, gets the kill, spins around. He knows that's where the next fight's going to be happening, but it just seems like he's not quite ready regardless. Good shot from Madden pushing on through to avenge the kill, but I think there's definitely a world in which Madden just dies outright there. Pushing down the bottom of the ramp is Madden, by the way, over at the B bomb site. So he's getting an enormous amount of information, and it's one of the things I think Madden does really well is take these kind of initiatives for his team. It's one of the reasons I was glazing him earlier on. It's Nexa and Prime Tabs. See what they can do here. They've already won 2 versus 4. They should not be able to win another one. If they do that, I'm going to say Partizan probably don't stand a chance on this map. You give away 2 of those rounds, like you can't expect to win the game, or at least the map.
No, exactly. Nexa throwing that Molotov does indicate a guarantee where they're going, and the bomb going down will
actually sick.
it. This is a very doable round now in this 2 versus 3.
Yeah.
Both of them are pretty healthy, and Nexa only take 3 points of damage. This is absolutely on. Time taken, and surely Prime Test gets completely overlooked here, and it does. Madden gets caught 2 versus 2, round back on as well. This is getting dicey. There's a big flank happening from Nexa. We've got to go, but the bomb's not planted for Nexa either, so this still feels a little awkward. Tap on towards the bomb and a body block here, but they don't stick it, and Nexa's flank ends up being very, very good. Prime Taps swing, and they find a 2 versus 4. That is masterfully played by BC.Game.
Throughout. And remember, early in the 2v4, it was Jacob with positioning able to get it. Okay, that's a start. Those lineups are just becoming really scary. Doesn't always necessarily work, and even if it does, you're really signaling, hey, we are going to be showing up here. We know we're coming for this position, so you're giving away some of the game too. Flash does pretty much nothing. Prime Tap's going to be going down right away. Nex has been spotted as well, and there's another MP9 coming in from behind. Even if Collins dies here, pretty sure Nex is going to get traded out, and they just completely obliterate them. Great defense. It's about time. Where have they been, Partizan? We know they can play better than this, and
of course, the knock-on effect is also pretty huge. We have just the pistol out for both Cypher and Prime Taps. 2 AKs, 1 Galil. Once again, going quick here. First fine, but Madden is good with a good trade by Nexa. He still wants to push forward, but he gets caught, and they're getting shut down. The massacre on B site is simple, and Collins delivers well.
They have all the mid-control they could possibly want here. The question is, do BC.Game have the execute that they're looking for? It's always interesting to me when people set it up like this and they just wait. I feel like just go for it already. You know they're taking middle, or you can hear the grenades raining down, so surely you want to be quick with it. Now, most of that mid-defense is actually running back here, and I feel like BC.Game might have missed an opportunity already. Madden lining up for what could have been an absolutely insane headshot spray down, but still, there's just so many people here. It's not locked necessarily, but it is very fortunate the BC.Game get out and actually have the man lead in this afterplant, because honestly, Partizan should have been able to defend this bomb site.
It's true. And now Kindo, for him, just keep hold of it. There's just no point. He is slightly sticking around, but there's no commitment going to be made there. He knows it's not worthwhile. Get that orb and get out. It's a much needed round for BC.Game, though, in all fairness, with them losing control of this game quite rapidly as well.
And alone with the B bomb side, just one player here for Partizan.
Waiting game, but a tough one nonetheless. A lot to do. Collins often this angle gets cleared, and it's no different here. Cypher sent out and delivers. Spamming in towards long. He gets pretty close to that 1 tap. Away though. Could be a little weird. I feel like they might have lost their opportunity. I say that though, Kindo is a nice shot. picked up an AK. Obviously, we're going to give this a go, but a 4v4 has a chance here.
Yeah, you've got to try, right? Nexa goes down next. Okay. They're starting to get it back a little bit. They have plenty of kits. Dragon gets one more. Then it's just down to Jacob. 1 versus 2. Somebody peek him. Yeah, there we go. It seemed like for a minute they were going to allow him to step further back. Crazy round. And, yeah, it's weird that this is one of the rounds that Partizan win. Think about the rounds they lost in this first half. They kind of putting it all on that deep smoke going down towards CT spawn. So I even love the Molotov here. It actually does happen a lot that you overlook a set of dualies in that position and suddenly, you know, you just lose 2 or 3 people for no reason. So yeah, it just makes it easier. It keeps up the speed behind the attack. Unfortunately, they are pushing forward. They did get the bomb plant, but it's already a 2 versus 3 in the after plant. Try to push out. Oh, speed is everything right now. They want to be quick with it here, BC.Game. They're not going to try and slow it down. Collins and Kindo under a lot of pressure, and one of them completely separate here. Kindo, he can't really escape. It's a team kill in the middle of all the chaos, but they do have that kit somewhere on the ground. I don't know who's picked it up, but so far it feels like nobody has. So, gotta go back and find that defuse kit while they're fighting here. Okay. Going straight for the 10-second defuse is not without a risk, but they get the job done. BC.Game.
Madden wants to creep up close to the smoke. Cypher's here with an MP9, but a Tech 9 as well can be pretty scary too.
Yeah, I'm definitely a bit worried as well. I feel like this has been a weird beginning for them, a weird start to the day. Prime taps to 2, does get converted. Bit of a boost up for Kindo, but he is so close to death. If anything touches him here, he's going to be gone instantly. Deep Molotov, surprised that it doesn't put more pressure on Jacob, but I guess at the edge of that smoke, he's found a little bit of safety, and they're gonna walk away from it. And I guess because Madden is on the other side, basically saying, hey, I've actually cleared out this part of the map. Like, I've got this part of the bomb site. Unfortunately, if he keeps going, he's probably going to die to Nork here. No, Nork a little bit slow on it. Cypher next in line, and Madden coming back in with a huge victory. That's absolutely absurd. Yeah, I feel like he should have lost at least one of those fights, but they're right back into it here. BC.Game could be giving up, you know, not quite a 2-on-4, but something similar, you know, a round that they definitely should be winning.
Kindo close to this Tech 9. I don't even really know if BC.Game want to give this a go. I just say sit back and sort of resetting towards the next. Jacob's going to have a look. Obviously, so far, the game for him being pretty good. Best player over towards BC.Game. Spots one out. That gives away his position. That makes life difficult. Flash going to come over. Only blinds up the T side. And time too far gone here as well. We have a kit on Nexa, sure, but we're not giving this a go. We can see them all retracting. Actually, Jacob's going to be tested, and down he goes. So, a 1-for-1 trade there. Partizan aren't too annoyed with that, especially it makes this round all the more nicer for them.
It has the same kind of quality that I saw against Nexus, where I just thought, man, there is something here that looks a little bit too weak. And I think Partizan are gonna be right back into this one. I wouldn't be surprised if they make it back and win this map now. It is BC.Game that ended up picking it, and honestly, that's a very nice little boost on over the smoke. Colin's gonna be going down. Madden, he's hearing the footsteps. He knows they're rotating back, so that one's for free. Not afraid to take the next fight either against Nexa. Gotta be careful here. Prime Taps is ready to fight, but Madden is still alive back here, and he's carved out a bit of a space for the bomb side right now. Unfortunately, Dragon coming in with not a lot of awareness, and he ends up going down to Nork, so another super weird round. I feel like we've had so many bizarre rounds in this game. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, just when we start talking about Partizan should be tying the game up, you know, life looking good for them. Oh, can they even take the map pick? Immediately around a nothing for BC.Game goes their favorite. I mean, that sort of felt like the story here on Ancients. Every time there's an advantage, neither side can capitalize upon it. And another rough display. I mean, Kindo, he's going to keep hold of this AK for the remainder of the 20 seconds, if he can, that is. Because a swing and a 5 from Nexa will deny. BC.Game extend the lead once fourth, and
it was Nexa. They're basically throwing grenades. They're not even defending the ramp. They're throwing grenades. When you're coming through the smoke there's only one player who has a rifle out. But for some reason, it's not as easy as it seems. So it's kind of interesting how that bomb site can very often be... You can find, even if there's 2 people there, one of them is just going to be permanently throwing grenades. So, but still, I guess not a lot of teams have tried it in 6 months. It was like 6 rounds against Navi. So maybe there is an opportunity for other teams to try and exploit that a little bit more, because that just becomes such a standard set of nades to be thrown out from the CT side. Anyway, low on health here. Kindo, it's shocking he gets that one, and he was such low health that if he had won the 1 versus 3, a huge detriment, but sometimes you do end up on the losing side. Nice attempt at a run boost. Actually does work out. Okay, Jacob flies across. It's so powerful because you can get flashed in as well, and actually Dragon just not even looking for it there. Nexa just standing real still at the edge. I think he was really flashed for the beginning of it. Collins, it's a kill, but unfortunately he probably had to get a double to get it back in this round. A 2 versus 4. We've seen quite a few of those already being won in this game, but again, it's highly unusual. BC.Game, again, this is where you want the leadership. Somebody like Nexa to say, okay, guys, quick reminder. All we have to do is to really fall back and trade our way through this round. You know, defend the bomb sites, don't do anything crazy. It's not worth it. You know, you stick in the middle. If you're all there, then I guess it's even fine. They don't really know that the bomb is over at the B side, so nobody's found that yet. Nexa moving forward a little bit here. Decent enough setup. Gonna be the kill, and Cypher will trade it out. So yeah, they stuck together in the middle. I don't even hate it. And BC.Game win the round. One step closer. Did he move forward even a tiny bit? It's so curious how people still play that corner so much when, again, it does get kind of wall-banged all the time. Nork spots it down in the middle. Ooh, careful now. Collins is in there, and there's not a lot to be... I feel like re-peeking this a lot is probably quite scary. Sees the knees, and Vladin goes down, so... Very important early kill. That's the bomb, by the way. That's down there. Yeah. Smoked off again. Madden realizing, I've got to find a way to pick up this bomb. Although he hasn't really yet. It's got to be back there somewhere. But we're down to 30 seconds. I mean, this is wasted so much time. Very uncomfortable. Deep grenade. It doesn't actually blow open the smoke either. And Cypher still stays alive. We're down to 25 seconds. This is a nightmare. He sees it. If he saw the bomb as well, they should know everything. 19 seconds. They are trying to run back, but through the donut position, Prime Tabs is right here. Incendiary down in front. It's a pretty... They can't stop. They have to keep going. Yeah, run right through. At least it's not a Molotov. Otherwise, they would have been dead right then and there. Nork goes down. 5 seconds left, and somehow the bomb is being planted here. That is unbelievable. But they're so preoccupied. They're not ready for it. The chaos is everywhere. Jacob's going to get a couple of kills here, and it will be BC.Game to pick up the first map. It is their map pick as well on Ancient. But I must say, one of the most chaotic and confusing games I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, none of it made sense. The back and forth in terms of momentum and control was absolutely drastic. And it was so difficult.
For BC.Game, I mean, having a stack already at the site, all you really need is probably one good early kill on that CT side, and you're going to slow it down, and you're probably in a pretty decent position. But if you don't get that kill, it can be very different. Molotov goes down on the one side here. Nexa, he was so flashed, it doesn't even matter. Nice shot to begin with. Cypher comes through, and he does actually do a bit of work here. It's going to be Jacob to help him out. Kindle and Vladin in a 2 versus 4, and I'd say for Jacob... Say maybe don't peek, but actually, if you're gonna hit the headshot, I guess it's fine. Yeah, go for it. Again, it is a bit risky. He's gonna hit one more. Nice work for the Norwegian here.
Out the gate as early as. Now, it's not been a good start with the pistol and post start, but first gun round is a good way to dispel any of those sort of worries. And out of control seems to be a priority. Nork, this is such a fine angle he's holding, and he makes it look easy.
3 versus 4 already. I guess they can keep this 2A, 2B defense if they want. There could be a lot of pressure, though. If one of those Molotov lands perfectly, who knows what's going to happen here. They do land a little bit further back, so they can still hold this defense for the minute. But there's the other Molotov raining down, and Cypher almost burns alive. That's so much damage from one grenade. That pretty much destroyed the defense. Okay.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, Jacob
Still doable.
He's not even waiting for Nork. He's saying, oh, I'm ready. If he would have had the second spray down, who knows what could have happened. Still, it is a 2 versus 2 here. Flashbang to set it up. Dragon, surprised to not see him going for the peek there. Gonna go for it a little bit later. Nork, very lucky to be alive, and maybe only for a second. It's gonna be a 1 versus 1. Jacob gets one more. He's doing very well at the moment. He's gonna try and go for the full-on defuse here. Oh, he sits inside it. What just happened? Oh,
the molly missed.
Yeah,
the molly was meant to bank, and it caught on the window ledge or the window frame. That's so unfortunate.
Scary position for Nork. In theory, can get swung upon, can get flashed out, but happy to stay there for the minute. Now some backup is being called for. And Nork is deciding now is the time to slide into the angle. He's going to win that fight. Sees the second player, but I was going to say, it's definitely not worth going for here. Vladden, just before that incendiary goes down, he probably, I think maybe could have just stayed in front of it, but fair play. He does fall back. It's down to 20 seconds. They're going to try and see if they can make a run for it. Nork repositioning. He's not a great position to be in with the AWP either, but he gets one more shot. Prime taps to help out, and it should be enough here. 2 versus 1. Madden goes straight for the bomb plant. I feel like they could have maybe tried to push him there, but Prime taps didn't want to risk it, so there is a chance here. Madden, new to the team, and now in the clutch. 1 versus 2. He's got the health for it, no question. They do have the diffuse kit and the incendiary here. You can see it being set up. It's a really nice idea, but he didn't quite land it deep enough. You can actually land it from out there all the way in the back here, but Madden, just look at him. So crisp. Takes down Nexa. He's got at least one smoke, so there is a chance that he could land it right and just slow them down. There we go. He smoked it off, and now they're in the middle checking. Vladden, good spot. Going to be taking down Nexa at the very least. 50 seconds, though, and Partizan, I still feel like if they would have gone for it at that A bomb site, they probably can overcome the defense.
I think you're right. You can see how indecisive they are, though. Bomb looks like it's going back towards A, but at the same time, it's not committed just yet. Prime is here waiting. 30 seconds, though. We've got to make a decision. Be it a Utah being sold towards B, and the MP9 of Cypher wins. That should push them in towards. But the bomb gets dropped. Prime taps in apartments. Drops that bomb. 20 seconds. Time is ticking. This is a little weird. Vladden's on balcony. We've got a long player as well. But Prime taps is still somewhere. There's a player backside as well with an MP9. He can't deny just yet. He doesn't get the denial. But Norxel hits the shot. What is happening in this round? Is Vladden left all alone? And now he is dead. Carnage. Chaos in the server. I cannot believe it.
Wrap around the short side. You want to make sure that there's nobody in the library that can kind of come out and shoot you. Yeah, so library smoke is down, even as we speak. And Prime taps here. A little bit of a crossfire. Oh, they run right into it. It's devastating. Nearly could have had a third headshot there. Jacob's going to get traded out. And you know what? In spite of all of that, at least they're in there. 2v2 with the bomb. That's why I said earlier, if they just put some speed behind it, they're going to be fine. If they can get that close to the site, you can win most of the rounds from this. So I don't like it, or I don't hate it for Partizan. Just keep doing this.
I agree. Just this pure pack mentality. That nade. Do a lot. Goodbye to Collins. Got a call from the grave as Kindo left alone in a 1 versus 2. Full HP. Trying to clear. Oh, what a shot on the first by Nork, but thankfully Cypher bails them out. Just enough time for that defuse as BC.Game, who, as they did in towards map number 1, leads 6-1 to start the map.
Yeah, I would say so. Jacob looking for some knees. Going to be taking out Vladden. It's actually a headshot at the end, so got a lot more than he wanted. Kindo trying to break through that smoke, but the grenade is going to land right on top of him. That looked kind of interesting. Still, they get the kill on Prime taps. I guess it's actually not that bad. See if they can find a way to get back to this B bomb site. They set up the smoke just like in the previous round, right? So they're sort of signaling the same thing here. They're saying, ooh, maybe we're going to wrap around short once again and go for it. It does leave Cypher alone over on the side. And he has no more grenades left. So honestly, this can absolutely work. Smoke goes up, flash on through. They do flash themselves a little bit too, which is not ideal. Cypher with another headshot here, and he nearly gets all of them. That spray actually nearly caught 4 people. That's crazy. Nexa's going to get the last 2 regardless. No bomb plant, and see how far they keep going. They can still run back to the B bomb site. They still got a player over there in Madden who is just kind of, you know, waiting for something. But a nice flashbang over. Down to the pit. Nork with the AWP, but he's already burning alive, trying to escape. He's going to get taken down. And that's the A bomb site. Pretty much in their control here. Dragon crouches around, almost actually crouches into the spray there, but yeah, this is their round. Finally, something's working, and they need all the rest of the rounds at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it is one of those where it's... I mean, we're probably looking at where...
Madden set up on the half wall. Could be a smoke up, which will, again, slow them down quite a bit. 2 people on the other side ready and waiting. Looks like they might just try and see if they can burst their way through. Smoke goes up, but there's so much utility on the other side. Incendiary goes down, flashes on through. They're so blind, but I think that's actually... I don't know. That might have also been a team flash against Cypher. It didn't really seem like he could see anything for a good, like, 10 seconds. Madden, good kill onto Nexa, and in spite of, again, a very chaotic breach of that bomb site, they actually do get through, and with the bomb planted.
Yeah, and top retake area as well. I'm pretty sure for Cypher, he gets a flash thrown over, but at the same time, Vladen throws one from top car. And they pop literally at the same time. And hence why he gets caught. He swings out first and he's fine, but it's just Vladen throws one at the perfect time. I think for BC.Game, just fall back safe for the last. I don't think there's any sort of problems in that. Damage being dealt as well on towards Kindo.
Nice timing once again on the smoke. And remember last time Partizan said, oh, okay, cool, if you're going to throw that smoke, we are just going to burst our way through. But now BC.Game actually might be a step ahead. They're ready for the same kind of execute, except this time they've got a boost up on the other side. So let's see if there's a normal smoke being thrown. Yeah, it's not the elevated smoke. So he can look right over that one. That should actually be completely devastating here. Pushing forward. Oh. Nexa. Not sure about that. I feel like when Nexa pushed in that fight, he's sort of stopping Jacob from being involved in the way that he otherwise could be.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of that, but otherwise, still, it's a pretty good hold for now. 2 versus 3. They're on the site, but how do you plant the bomb here? Incendiary is going to land just to slow them down a little bit. Jacob has the right idea, and he will take down Vlad, leaving Kindo alone. What could he do? 1 versus 2. 30 seconds, and trying to tap the bomb is surely going to get him killed right away. It's prime taps to take him down. It's a fantastic half here for BC.Game, where you feel like it's just on point. I noticed that whenever Tabson is throwing them for big, it's really devastating. I don't know, Tabson's got some insight that the rest of us don't. Here we go. No need to slow this one down. The flashes are in. They're ready to go. The dualies are on the other side here. Kindo, he'll pick up the one, and there's so many people here. This should be an easy pickoff. Madden with a couple of crisp headshots, even for the smoke and everything else. And Nork, he doesn't even have the bomb. So if he had the bomb, it would be fun to see him escape. He could get 1 kill, then run to the A-bomb site and get the bomb planted. But because it's not with him, even getting the kill shouldn't make a big difference.
Yeah, exactly. Well. Nork. I've seen a Nork moment. I've seen a Nork clutch here and there. I'm not going to completely discount it, but it does feel highly unlikely, is how I'll put it. Would require something a little special, but I've seen a few of them, especially from him, no less.
I mean, we're happy to be wrong about these kind of things. Again, we've seen some wacky things in this particular game, but again, the problem is it's hard when you watch the rest of the game. It's hard to believe that this is going to be without any hiccups, right? It's been nothing but weird rounds from Partizan, so even if they have a bit of a lead here in terms of the momentum of the second half, and maybe they could do something. How much do we trust them to not screw it up? Wild spray coming through, but Cypher, he had the right idea, and he'll connect the bullets at the end. So Madden goes down. It's just the MP9 that's lost. That's not really the problem, but obviously it's more about the rest of the defense here. I almost wish they would stack up the 3 people at the A-bomb side and push down the middle.
Yeah.
Or, I guess what they're doing now, which is saying, oh, we're just all going to go to the A-bomb side and hope. Because there's no way Collins can hold that bomb side on his own, so I understand what this is. It just doesn't quite seem like it's going to be in the right position for the defense.
Yeah, I like this grouping though by BC.Game, just sort of saying to themselves that we can play this like a bit of a pug in a way and pack up together. And because it's a bonus buy, we're gonna have better firepower. If you just save it, you know, if you're Partizan, keep hold of what you've got, keep economy going. Economy's gonna be so important to them on the CT side to really give them a chance in this one. And that's that. Maybe a little bit of a hunt potentially. It's not, you know, a priority, but
really big setup towards the B-bomb side, which it could be okay, but obviously it's at some point you're gonna have to give this up and leave one of the people here. Nicely done. Incendiary around the corner, and Cypher decides to take them up on it. Nice grenade onto Nexa, but they lost Madden at the very same time. And I wonder if they have a good read, if they know that there's 2 people inside of the bomb side. If they might just do that, and if they, I mean, they should be able to guess it from where that grenade was even bounced off. If they understand that, then it's good information for BC.Game. You know, even in a 4-on-4, you kind of have a bit of a sense of what's going on.
It's true. Moving forward now towards A, and it's a 4v2 on this site directly. Long rotate. These fights go south. It might just call for that. Save once fourth. I mean, obviously damage dealt to Kindo on the corner. An awkward fight. And Dragon swings into his demise. Vladen should be dead in a moment as well. He's playing around mini pit, but he gets spammed down through the smoke. And The second Vladden falls, you can already see on that minimap. Remaining two, Collins and Kindo with an AK and an AWP respectively. Just called to say they know it is not worth going for this. They cannot make this one stick. BC.Game up to 11. A double boost, maybe? No, just the one. But a triple stacking towards short. It's an interesting call. One smoke in their position, and that will completely nullify their defense.
Oh, what a lineup. Next, so you could see he was hoping that that would be the end of it, that he could find a way to push on through. They do stick around for that top banana fight, and unfortunately for Collins, he's going to get himself killed. And Madden, honestly, he could be following straight afterwards. Going to get the one here if he's traded out, though. Very good work. He actually has to get that double kill, because otherwise they probably lose the round immediately. Now, at least, it's a 2-on-3, and BC.Game a little bit worried about this. They are checking out every possible position before they go for this bomb plant. Afraid that there's going to be another guy on the bomb side, but obviously we can tell from the minimap that's not going to be the case. And, you know, as a result of that, you know, lack of information, they use all their utility, which if they hadn't, they would have had some interesting Molotovs here to try and slow it down. Oh, they have no idea. The timing is crazy. Dragon takes them both down, and Partizan, right before Disaster hits, they actually pick up a round.
Oh, now in play for Nork on that C-side.
Collins trying for the same angle. Wow. So well done. Cypher going down early on here. Could kind of wreck the defense. Yeah, I think they're going to use that apartment's position, hoping that they just won't be expecting it. 35 seconds. Nice timing on the incendiary. Running back, but yeah. Oh, that's... You get what they want to do. Prime Tap's really, really hoping that they just wouldn't be ready, but they absolutely were. And that's probably the round. 24 seconds here in a 3 versus 5. I can't imagine they're going to be able to win this.
Yeah, very little we can do. How low Nexa is, and Jacob knows exactly that much better either. It should be done. Jacob goes down, and well, last man is that AWP, and Nork is just trying to get out alive, which it looks like he'll be okay. I was just wondering whether there's that flank from Madden, but I think he'll just about evade. So we're okay. Orb kept the float.
Fourth is coming in, and that is a problem with that kind of a philosophy here. Unless they go right through into Collins. Oh, he might be in a little bit of trouble. He's got Kinder with him, but a missed shot on the AWP right now could be disastrous. Not going to miss, though. Still, you can see how dangerous it is. Collins very nearly going down, and he will. Dragon is going to fall. 3 versus 3. Kindo, he's back here. If they had the rifle out, Jacob there, then he would have had the kill. I'm almost positive. But it was just switching back and forth. And now Kindo, even low on health. Yeah, you're going to be able to get the job done here. They will be able to pick off Nork as well. Very, very scary round. They win it, and that's good. Good job on Partizan. I mean, you know, if that's what it takes, I still feel like this has been one of the weirdest best of threes that we've seen so far in this series of CCT. I just, nothing is playing out the way that you would expect. Nicely done, though. Flash into the middle. Jacob gets that one. Vladden, though, and Dragon on the other side. It's very good work. What a spray from Jacob, just understanding that's obviously a very thin box on the one side, so able to take the kill. Bomb is going to be planted here, and Jacob and Nex are actually with a legitimate chance to win this one. They don't have any utility really left, so that's a bit of an issue, but still, comes down to the rifle play here. We'll see if they're going to be able to come out on top. Jacob certainly trying to land some of those one-taps towards the library. He sees it, no problem. Next, obviously not going to be the primary over for the team, but he's certainly doing the job well. Legs, Madden, down towards the library. Dragon, putting a little bit of pressure on here, but that incendiary is not spreading as much as he would have wanted, so he's up on the bomb side, and Jacob just absolutely playing it perfectly. Madden gets a kill, but also gets shot in the back in BC.Game.
And map and series point for BC.Game. On the brink of that semi-final. What a shot from Kindo. Full blind through a smoke. Cypher goes down.
Kind of the life of if you're playing the entry on Banana, isn't it? Sometimes you just, you know, you just have to accept it. It's going to happen. It's worth it for whenever you do get the kills, of course, the other way. So, Jacob, again, dangerously close. This is one of those positions where you're just one headshot away from disaster on the CT side. Jacob moving forward. He's certainly got the right idea. Madden, gun barrel showing, and Jacob trying to spray him down. It's not going to work out. It'll be Madden instead. And Vladden comes out. Little Cubby just Nice double kill. That's enough to win the round here. Next, 7-1 versus 5, obviously not going to be happening. But I don't even blame them for trying it. When you're that close to the bomb site, if he gets Madden instead, it is on. They are absolutely going to be exploding out of that site.
They've been liking these contact plays, haven't they? You know, it's something that they've been able to find a lot of space with.
A lot of luck, I guess, trying to actually get through on Banana. So that might be one of the things that's kind of slowing them down here. They are sort of continuously trying, and they are throwing that. You see the early smoke that lands there for the T side. It's up against the wall, and it creates this space on the right hand side for the T's that they can run through. But Partizan, they have a very, very good understanding of how to shut that down. You can see that, like, Collins is doing a fantastic job here. Yep. Because that really is the current sort of meta smoke that, and it allows a bit of pathing for the T's to run through. And with the right flashes and everything else, you can get pretty close, but not this time.
Yeah, they do sort of continuously feed him. AK has been recovered by Nork. Only one remaining with armor as well, so Firstly can really wield it. Flash, great work, and they've cracked open B. Smoke down towards CT. Hang on a moment, guns recoverable, and there's round on.
Yeah, all of a sudden, out of nowhere. Should never be happening, but somehow it is. Incendiary. It's a little bit too late, unfortunately. I feel like it happens a lot when people throw that grenade, is that it touches somebody, it does like 5 damage, and that's about it. Yeah. I understand why people throw it, but I'm not convinced it's the best way to do it. They have more utility, though, coming in from the Partizan side. Gonna use a deep incendiary there. They blow open the smoke, and actually, that somehow works. Nice flashbang going over as well. Nork and Jacob. Smoke. Oh, it's right in front of him here, so not gonna make any difference. Turning around is Nork, and it should be enough, and it will be. What a ace at the end, actually. He picked up all 5 kills. Just nobody noticed, because the first couple were right at the beginning of the round. That's wild! And it will be BC Game to carry on through the series here.